Hi, Steve here. Join me as I continue my journey around Mt Rainier's Wonderland Trail. In part 3, I pick up the 92-mile trek from Dick Creek and continue on through Indian Bar. Following a somewhat distressed day 2, I'm picking up day 3 in the hopes of feeling a little better. A long day will take me past Mystic Lake, through Sunrise and White River, over the Panhandle Gap, and resting at Indian Bar. I stopped to take in the morning sun on the mountain. Below Mystic Lake, the West Fork of the White River has been slightly impacted by last year's storms.
A section of trail was washed away. What happened to the bridge? Just down from that, Park Service has put in a new bridge right across here. Just a little down from the bridge, this area has just been totally gullied, washed out. Significant damage. Well, these trees have been covered with too much sediment, so they've died. Now, this is a really interesting phenomenon. I'm standing on this filled-in area. And then, 40 feet below, is a new channel.
In prior years, the elevation was roughly equivalent with these two creeks. You'd drop maybe 5 feet into the second channel as you crossed over. A park scientist does have an explanation for this deep channel. At the boundary, a huge pile of trees and boulders was found. After boulders and sediment were deposited by the West Fork of the White River, apparently there was one huge flood event that came through and tore out this new channel, dropping the bed by about 40 feet. In some of these shots, you can see exposed bedrock. The power of this event is evident everywhere you look.
Just a little ways down the trail, you can see where this has happened in the past with these rocks, moss covered at this point. And there's a new bridge over Winthrop Creek.
Just after crossing Winthrop Creek, I had a bit of a surprise. Whoops, wrong trip. There are no penguins in Mt Rainier. I did happen upon this bear and managed to get the camera going. Right when I was getting tired of lugging that camera around, I got this lucky. Usually when I see a bear up close, they're gone in a flash. Well, after that bit of excitement, I continue up the trail past the Winthrop Glacier.
Well, I'm here at Skyscraper Pass, feeling much better today. And look at the view. Sunday afternoon, on September 9th. In another couple of weeks, this parking lot will be totally empty.
When I'm expending this much energy, anything goes on the chow. One of the benefits of stopping at sunrise at noon versus midnight is the snack bar is open this time of year, and I just got a greasy meal and cheeseburger, Doritos, and now a Gatorade to take on the road with me because I've got quite a few miles to go, and a hot coffee. So this really is going to pick me up, and it'll be good for many hours to come.
Remember, we can all help out on trail maintenance. When you see a stick like this in the trail, take your pole and flick it away. If we all do that, we can keep the trail well maintained for the next person. Change this year, when you exit the trail onto the road down at White River, you have to take a left on the road. Down a short way, and then the trail picks up again. It's changed from last year. I missed this coming the other way, so this is not an obvious sign. But the one picks up right by the outhouses here and the picnic area. A bit below where it used to be, and it's been rerouted down here. So here's the first bridge. Common sight this year.
Pummeled bridges litter these creek crossings.
I can't imagine this is going to last for another year or two. A little shaky right now.
Well, I'm in the cool forest on the opposite side of the White River right now after crossing from White River campground. Kind of lingered and spent some time up at sunrise, ate a bunch of junky food, loaded myself up, drank some Gatorade, etc., etc. And it's put me in pretty good stead for the rest of the day. My plan is to spend most of the heat of this afternoon in the cool forest, and then by the time I reach Summerland, it should have cooled down enough so that I can do a very nice crossing of Panhandle Gap into the evening. I'll probably be going over the gap around 9 to 10 p.m. And it's been years since I've done that. I'm really quite looking forward to it. So this is working out really well today with this change of itinerary. And I'm feeling a lot better. Kind of spunky, and I'm just going to keep going until I think it's time to stop.
Nobody in the group site at Summerland. Sunday night. Here's where it starts. I shall be going up there. Promises to be an incredible evening.
I found one person in camp, and he was using a tarp tent just like I have. This 2.5-pound shelter is a palace for one person. Tarp tent is just one example of the thriving cottage industry here in the U.S., where these small companies make really high-quality gear. This year I've used mine on Mount Adams, Mt Rainier, and in the Olympics. It's spacious for 2 people and adequate for 3. Well, my solo night journey across the Panhandle Gap was quite a contrast to the teeming masses at sunrise. Once I reached Indian Bar, though, I decided to call it a day and get some rest.